love it.
Thank you.
I love your t-shirt.
Thank you. I made this for
Yeah.
Asher's birthday, Mandala, and I was
Uh-huh.
going to make t-shirts for all of his friends
Uh-huh.
with them, commemorative t-shirts.
Uh-huh. So like I see this kind of pattern. Like where does it come from? Like I was wondering how
You know, so really I don't know, but technically the like circle inside of a square inside of a circle, that's the makings of a mandala. Mandalas have they're very specific. Like this isn't actually one. It's got to be a square inside of a circle, inside of a square, and then you have to insert like the four corners or the four elements represented and whatever. But these are, and this one hangs, I guess, like this one, like that. And I don't know. I just color. I just sit down and I draw, and this is the kind of stuff that happens.
Yeah, when did you start this kind of
Just about 3.5 years ago, I got insomnia, and I didn't know I couldn't. I had kids, and so I couldn't be running around the house cleaning at 2:00 in the morning. And so, I picked up some Basher's colored pencils one day, and I just started coloring, and it was totally different. And then I don't know, I think maybe I had just fallen in love with the lotus, like a lotus flower, lotus design, because my earlier stuff is a lot like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
this.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this, and
Yeah,
this is
there's those
beautiful.
ones that
Can
you-
you show?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, let me put this
Okay.
down. Okay, so let's see. So this was the first piece I ever drew. It looks, I guess it was just with a pen, I guess.
Oh, so beautiful.
And I think that I started right there with that heart, and that's where it went. That was the second, and then these are like my first mandalas.
Yeah.
And I always start with this circle right here, and then I go in, and then I go out, and then I go in, and I do the middle is always the last thing that I do.
Wow.
I don't know why. It just is. And these are some more like earlier ones. And then I've been influenced, like I see things, or one day my hand will do something. Like one day I started playing around with the mountain scenes, and just kind of abstract. And then I did a few like those, and then this one was really, I really went to town, creating this one, like just all sorts of different things. And I don't know, like I started doing the spirals, and it really just comes to me. When I was growing up, the temple I went to had all the windows were that shape. And they're really beautiful, and I always held that picture in my head, and so that's where those ones came from.
Wow.
Yeah, and apparently I like color.
Yeah. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
That's Jackson Hole. This was a school year calendar I did. I've always loved, a lot of my earlier pieces have dragonflies in them.
Yeah.
That's kind of my symbol, the dragonfly. It's good fortune, and I don't even remember, but it's a good one. So, yeah.
Cool. How about your jewelry, like your necklace or?
I don't know. When I was younger, I used to make jewelry when I was on Dead Tour, and I would sell jewelry. I made elk bone chokers, and it just, I guess, pattern comes naturally to me. Pattern, light. So with these, I really just kind of sit down and do it. And once, some of them are more calculated. Like, I'll do a series of colors, or, the same repetition. Most of them, I really just kind of go with it. Whatever feels right, and sometimes it turns out good, and, sometimes it turns out well. Sometimes I take them apart halfway through and start over. But yeah, and then I sometimes buy the stones as well. If I want a particular intention or feeling in a piece of jewelry, then the stones in them have powers as well.
Wow.